This video is going to be in response to a request about what I carry in a get-home bag. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So this video is going to be kind of a response to a frequent request I get to show some of what I carry in different situations. This happens to be, I guess you could call it a get-home bag. I call it an emergency kit, whatever. I just keep it in my truck just in case, especially during the winter. Let me say right up front, this is not the end-all be-all. I'm not saying this is what you should carry. I'm not saying this is the greatest thing in the world. This is just what I carry, what I have with me. And I haven't opened this thing in a couple of weeks, so we may, it may be some stuff missing. We may, and also there's sometimes I change things in here, so it's not like this is not 100% always set in stone, but you know, it's, I think it's got everything in it. Let's see. Okay, I hope I got you here where you can see. So this, by the way, you know, I had that propping it up for the old camera. By the way, this is a $25 backpack I bought at Sam's warehouse about 15 years ago, literally. And it's just a, I don't know, black sheep alpine. So it's just so far it's been a pretty solid bag, and I keep it loaded down, so it's held up. So I don't think you can buy them anywhere like that, so that's nothing about that. But let's just start. We'll start with the nothing here. This is just actually a rain cover. So let's go ahead and open up the bottom pouch here and see what's in there. And in here I've got a whole bunch of survival tabs. I know there's been some discussion about whether or not these things are adequate and all that, but what they do is they provide you with a, probably got more than I need, but I'm overkill's my middle name. They provide you with not a lot of calories, but they do give you a lot of your a lot of vitamins and minerals and stuff that you might be missing in a bad situation. This is, again, this is not an end of the world kind of thing where you're going out forever. This is just something happens, you got to get home. Then more survival tabs. Then I've got my Pathfinder trade knife here. Again, that may change. Sometimes those things change out. With a sharpener. It's got a sail needle taped here, and you just got my ferro rod here, but I've actually got it on a different knife. I'll show you that in a minute. Got a pocket survival chainsaw here, and we're not going to talk about all these different items. I've got different videos. I'll try to put some videos below to the ones I do have, put links below, just kind of showing you what I got in here. I got my old standby Gerber Gator folding knife, about 15 to 20 years old, and rock solid, man. That's actually right there is a, can you see that? That's a USA Gerber and lock back. This thing has been through the ringer. You can see the old pouch is kind of worn out, but still going strong. And the last, I have a mini survival kit. And let me show you this. Actually, we'll show you that in a minute, okay? Now, I will show you now. Okay, so this is just, I don't know, man, this is like a golf tee bag or something. I got playing golf one time. So, but inside this, I have all kinds of goodies. This is an adventure medical kit, mini survival kit, and I've got a review coming on that. I did one, but it didn't turn out too good. We're not going to go over all the details of that, but it's a prepackaged survival kit that I've taken apart to check everything out, but pretty decent deal. A couple spare batteries for, this is a Photon Freedom Micro, and this is actually a Doug Ritter Equipped to Survive edition. It's got the shield on it, and this thing's been in here for like 5 years and it's still working. The batteries are fine on it. Okay, I've got a little Swiss Army knife, just handy little scissors, just standard little knife. Then I've got a small, very small Boy Scout Mini Firesteel that, you know, it's small, but it works. This is actually the first Firesteel I ever bought, and got those all kind of clipped together in a little place. Got some Stormproof matches and another Princeton Tech flashlight, a blast flashlight for a little bit brighter. So I got all that in this pack here. So this is just something that's really small that if I had to grab and go, it's got, you know, it's got fire in it and it's got a bunch of other stuff in that little survival kit. So there's that. That all goes back in this bag. So we'll put it all back in there. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got a little heat sheets blanket too, SOL heat sheets thing, survival blanket. Got mixed in with these and almost didn't see it. That's in the bottom pouch also. I got you turned around here. See what's in the top pouch. I don't even know what all's in here. Let's see. So we got, this is probably even empty. I was going to put some matches or something. I don't know if I ever did. Yeah, so I got more Stormproof matches in a little waterproof pill container with a striker in there. Ooh, squeaky. I've got a little S beaner, a couple little beaners here just for, and then I've got a small mini compass with a thermometer on it just for kicks. A Bic Lighter, a roll of electrical tape, and my Suunto MC2 compass and some pacing beads in here. That's the top pocket. Okay, in the left-hand side pocket, I have got through night headlamp. I have to change these batteries every now and then to make sure they stay charged. I've got a Mora Companion. I don't know if this is the HD model or not, but I filed the back of it so it's strike a ferro rod. And got a Battle Horse Knives Highlander with my ferro rod with the fatwood ferro rod on it. And again, my knives are subject to change. This happens to be the one I got in there right now. It just all depends. I've got 3 knives, 4 knives, 5 knives. I don't know how many knives I got in here so far. In the other side pocket, I have got a couple things. I've got my Berkey Sport water bottle, filter bottle, which is really good. And I've got a couple of emergency flares here for fire starting and signaling. Let's see. That's all that's in that pocket. Now we go to the main compartment on the pack. Open her up. Got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so I've got my little mid-size survival kit, my Sabra Mini mid-size survival kit. I got a video on this. I'm not going to go open all this up. I'll put a link to that below. That's in there. I have got a pouch from the Hidden Woodsman. This is I think it's a browse pouch. And in here right now, what I've got is a unopened Renovo Trio. So just in case. A lot of times I keep my Sawyer Mini in here a lot also, but I don't have it in here right now. Like I told you, there's stuff maybe missing. A little rain jacket slash, just wind jacket, whatever. Got a strap for the Sabra pack. Got my this is actually a Pathfinder canteen with a cup in it and a little stove bottom and a canteen clipper and a I've got a BCB Firesteel in here, and what I got on the other side. Let's see what I got on the other side. Oh, and I got some mini infernos right here. So I got fire. I can purify water. This thing's full of water. So that's water for cooking. I've got my Schrade folding shovel here, just in case. I've got a first aid kit from Prepare One. I did a video on this. We'll show you that if you want to see it later. I got a couple of pairs of these are just like they're not work gloves. They're just to keep your hands warm. They actually use touch screen stuff. This happens to be what I have in here. A couple of 3 light sticks. A 100% wool blanket. This is about a 8 foot. This is a queen size. Just a big tarp that was an extra. It's a Hennessy hammock tarp, but it's a big, probably, gosh, man, 10 by 10 tarp or whatever. Pretty lightweight, still not tarp. And a couple of leather gloves, which have been beat all to pieces, but they have thin slates, so they're only warm and they work. And I've got my Wetterling's hunter's axe. So there she is. That's all. Let's see if we can get it all back in here now. That's always the challenge. Oh, and something I know is missing that I usually have in here, and I took it out the other day and forgot to put it back in, and that is a folding saw. And I usually keep either my Baco or my Silky in here. So this is a testimony to this bag because I got it crammed. Okay, so that is pretty much what I have for a get-home bag. I know the folding saw is missing. Do me a favor, if you see something that you think just glaringly stands out as oh no, you don't have this, Leave a comment below, let me know, because you might could save my life, right? I can tell you the real quick story why I carry this, other than just being prepared like a Boy Scout. You know, last year in Georgia here, you guys up north are just gonna probably pick yourself up off the floor laughing. We had about 2 to 3 inches of snow, and it shut the entire city down. The freeways, I got a picture of the freeways. It looked like the opening scene from Walking Dead, literally, except it's white because of snow. So I was driving home, probably 30 miles from home, and it started snowing. And so I said, you know, well, I got to get home. Man, roads were closed, traffic was crazy. You couldn't get through anywhere. And I was talking to friends of mine on the phone. One guy I know that I work with, he walked like 5 or 6 miles home. He had to just park his truck on the side of the road. He couldn't get through because of other traffic. He had a 4-wheel drive, but he couldn't get around the other cars. So he parked his truck and walked home. And I was on the phone with my wife. She's like, you know, kind of worried, concerned. I was like, you know what? No problem. Worst case, I'll pull off the side of the road here next to a patch, because I was weaving my way back through back roads, you know, with no traffic, just slowly trying to work my way home. And I'd come to a place I couldn't get through and turn around, you know, and go back around or whatever. But bottom line, I wasn't too concerned because I knew I had a wool blanket, I had a shelter tarp, I had the ability to make fire, I had water, I had some you know, snacks and energy. I could make it overnight, and if I just pull off and find someplace with a few pine trees, I'm good. So, and there was a certain peace of mind with that, to be honest with you. So just knowing that, hey, this is in the truck, I got it, it's no problem. I didn't need it, I made it home, but knowing I had it was definitely eased some of the possible stress of the moment. So anyway, that's my little story. Some folks had asked to see maybe what I carry in different situations. Thought I'd start with the get home bag, emergency pack, whatever you want to call it, because I happen to have it in the truck. So, but I've got videos on most of this stuff. I'll try to put links below so you can watch them. And I hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing, for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing it with your friends, watching those ads, and thanks for shopping on Amazon through my links. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident. Be prepared. See you next time. More than I would like her to. We got there. Can he get it closed?